to another video. Today we're actually going to be talking about a little bit of a story, I guess you could say. Like, it's nothing serious, but it's just something I thought I would share with you guys because I thought it was funny. So, yeah, here we go. Just kidding, it was not funny at all. Like, it was horrible. But, whatever. Hope you like it. Smash that like button if you do, and let's go. This started like yesterday night, and my friend was just getting home from his step siblings, and I just sort of messaged him like, "Hey, dude, can I come over?" And he didn't give me an answer, so I'm just like, "Okay, let's go knock on the door." It's summer, and he usually doesn't go to bed until like 1 anyways. Neither does his entire family, including his parents. So I was just like, "Okay, let's just hang out for a bit." And he's like, "Okay, you can just stay the night if you want." I'm like, "Okay, I'll just message my mom quick." So we do that, and then his step siblings, yeah, obviously, he was coming from his step-sibling's house, and they came over, and they're pretty chill. I know the brothers pretty well. We play video games all the time whenever we're there. But this time, since they figured out me and my friend were going to football practice, and we were like starting to do football. I am, at least. My friend isn't. Um, but you know, he's like, "Yeah, I heard you guys are going into football," and I'm like, "Yeah, what's up? Why? Like, are you interested?" And he's like, "Oh, no, 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 no. Like, you guys should probably get in shape." I'm like, "Well, I sort of am, but I mean, like, I could go for a run or something. Like, nothing too crazy." He's like, "Oh yeah, we're doing a full cardio workout tomorrow." My friend looks at me like, "Yeah, I have, yeah, okay, yeah, I agree with it." I'm like, "Okay, hold up. You want to wake up at 8 a.m. and go for a freaking cardio workout," which usually I'd be up for it, but I felt like staying up that particular night, yesterday, because I stayed up until like 4 a.m. the other night. And like, I mean, I guess I was gonna at least try doing it, cause I didn't like, if you go to someone's house for that particular person, you're not just gonna like stay at their house while they're gone. Cause I like, even though I'm pretty tight with him, I don't know him super duper well, so I didn't want to just sit at his house. I'd feel super awkward, so I was just like, okay, yeah, I guess I'll do it. I ended up staying up until 5 a.m. with his sister and his stepbrother. Now, keep in mind, he went to sleep at like 1. It's 5 in the morning and we're still awake, and it's like, "Oh yeah," and I'm like, "Dude, don't you want to like wake up tomorrow? Like, cuz I don't know if I'm going to do it or not." He's like, "Oh yeah, I just don't sleep when I'm here." I'm just like, "Oh yeah, that's cool. That's cool." So, I end up falling asleep, and the next morning, okay, this is where it gets interesting. Turns out I didn't actually wake up until like 11, and my friend and his step siblings, just the stepbrother and his other stepbrother, are just sitting downstairs, and they're like, "Oh yeah, dude, you up? You ready to go?" I'm like, "Okay. First of all, I haven't used the bathroom. Second of all, I'm thirsty, and third of all, I'm hungry. But it's either I stay here and eat food, or I just or I go with them and be hungry the entire time." Now, keep in mind, I was under a lot of pressure because they were like, "Come on, let's go, let's go, let's go." And I didn't want to keep them there waiting because I'm not a jerk, but I'm also not smart when it comes to common sense. So I'm just like, whatever, I'll go. We'll just go now. So I just put on my shoes and we left. So, alright, so at the school we were going, it's just a middle school, and but there's also the elementary school with it. So, there's a little kid playground, and we would go there, and we were all going there to do like pull-ups and whatnot. So we get there, and I'm already dying. Alright, I already know, oh crap, this was a really bad idea. So luckily, there was a church across the street where I could get a drink and stuff. And I mean, it's gonna play a bigger part in the freaking, story later on. But I went over there, and because they like give out free water throughout the entire, like, it's not free water, like they're just like, "Come drink our water." It's more like, "Come over, if you need water, just come and grab it." So I just went in there, grabbed water, and started to run back across the street. But keep in mind, it's like 11, and I'm barely awake, and I just I got out of bed, ran outside, and started running in the beating hot sun. It was horrible. It was 6 a.m., at least it would be like not as hot out and whatnot. But Nope, I decided to wake up late because I stayed awake until 5 a.m. even though I knew I was waking up earlier, but you know, whatever. You know, this is Connor for you. It's Cod Menrique for you. You know, it's good. So, you know, I'm starting to walk over back to the playground to do all the stuff, and he's just like, okay, we're gonna be doing, like, the older stepbrother's like, okay, we're gonna be doing a certain type of cardio workout. I'm like, okay, how does it work? He's like, okay, so you do a burpee, you do one burpee, and then you gotta do 10 pull-ups. And then you do two burpees and 9 pull-ups, and it keeps going plus one, minus one for both until, you know, they're both at 110, or they're both at 10-1. And I'm like, oh, okay. I mean, I thought we were gonna be doing a little bit more. Hopefully, I mean, I was thankful that we weren't, to be honest. But I thought it was gonna be more, and then we were just gonna apparently run back home. So I was like, okay, I'll be fine. No, I was not. Like, literally the second I did my first burpee, I already knew this was not going well. This was not going in my favor whatsoever. Like, my stomach felt horrible. I felt overly tired, and I was gonna most likely throw up. Now, keep in mind, the second I woke up, I got on my shoes and ran outside. I didn't change, I didn't take a shower, I didn't eat, I didn't drink. I was thirsty, I was hungry, and I really had to pee the entire run. Now, I was like, okay, guys, literally, if I don't do something about this now, and if I don't, like, leave and get something to eat and then come back, or, like, whatever you want me to do, if I don't do that now, I'm gonna pass out. And I was almost right, because I didn't pass out, because I was like, dude, let me use your phone now, because my phone's gone. But, I was like, dude, let me use your phone now. So I tried to call my Nana, because my mom and my dad were both at work. I tried to call my Nana, she didn't answer. Tried to call the house, no one answered. I even tried to call my mom and my dad, no one answered. So I was like, okay, I'm unfortunate. I even tried calling the house. I don't know if I said that already, but if I did, you know, make fun of me in the comments. But like, I tried calling everybody. No one was answering. No one, neither of us had a car. None of us had a car. One of us could drive, but without a car, that's sort of useless. And I was not gonna run back a mile to my house to go feel horrible. Like, no. So I was like, guys, I have to do something about this now. They're like, oh no, it's not that serious. It's like, no, I'm going to pass out. Like, my whole body was shaking. I felt like so weak, and I could barely walk across the street to the freaking church. And they're like, dude, I'm pretty sure you can handle yourself. And they were acting like complete jerks about it. To be honest, like as much as they are my friends, they were acting like jerks about it. Like I realized they have no idea what was going on, but like they were sort of being jerks about it, and I feel like I was being dramatic about it, but at the same time not, because I didn't want to pass out on a playground. So I'm like, guys, I'm just gonna go in the church. I don't know what I'm gonna do in there. Maybe they have a phone I can borrow. And they're like, okay, whatever, man. So they just walked back to the playground. I start walking over to the church. Holy crap, and I'm just running around this church, right? Like I need, like I can barely run, but I'm just booking it. I'm trying to go as fast as possible. I'm just running everywhere trying to find somebody. There's nobody in the parking lot. I'm just running and running and running, and I feel hopeless. Okay. Oh my god, did I get lucky. This one church guy that I know like pretty well. I don't know his name exactly, even though I'm gonna say I know him, but he's really cool. And I'm like, do you think you could give me a ride? He's like, yeah, I'm definitely not busy here. Thank Christ. I would have passed out. I would not have been able to run back to my house. And he drove me here, and I got food, and it was all good. Good, good. So yeah, guys, this is the pathetic story of how Connor almost passed out due to a freaking cardio workout. Right, guys? Right? Now you can go to the school, your job, your place, the internet, and be like, yep, my friend Connor, he passed out of cardio workout because he's stupid. Yep. But, nah, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you did make it this far, please like and subscribe. And if you did make it this far, type cookie Cookie Mama in the comments if you made it this far. Thank you guys so much for watching, and COD peace out. By the way, a few more seconds of commentary. Yeah, I know. If you'd like to actually see more content like this style, like, you know, this whole story style, you know, I'll try to make my life more interesting for you guys. No, I'm just kidding. But if you do want to hear more stories, I'll definitely tell them to you guys. And, yeah, just thanks for making it this far. COD MK, peace out.